What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 95 of our Watford career mode, and today, 3 games for you, 3 big old games. We got Arsenal in the league, and then Barcelona's second leg of the semifinal at the Camp Nou, and then we have Wolves at home. We have a chance, technically, to win the Premier League in this first game against Arsenal, but we would have to win, and they would have to drop points. Otherwise, it would still be a 9-point gap with 3 games to go, and while goal difference is tough to overcome, it's still not technically what would solidify the title just yet. Not technically, at least. But if we win both our games today, we would have done it. So let's jump forward. We are on episode 95. I think we are going to get to 100 episodes. I think the last episode will be episode 100. We'll have 95 today, and then Brighton and City will be 96. Then the FA Cup final, 97. Champions League final, 98. And then we'll do the end of season, end of series kind of thing on 99. And then episode 100 will be 5 years into the future, and we'll see what have become of Watford, really. But yeah, we're actually going to get to 100 episodes, which is amazing, considering what this series is. A career. I don't know too many career modes that aren't roads to glory that get this deep into it, but you know, it's not not too bad. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I certainly have. So we're gonna make a couple of changes here. We're gonna bring Emre Can in, Fernandez. We're gonna make changes because that Barcelona game is the most important one right now, and frankly, we need to be focusing on that for now. We have a couple of games here of leeway. Obviously, we don't want it. I mean, we want it wrapped up as soon as possible, but, you know, we'll have to deal with what we have to deal with. So let's jump into this game here. Arsenal-Watford, a chance at the title. We have to win, and Manchester City have to drop points as possible, but we've got to get the win first. Let's go. Early corner to Arsenal as they look to take a lead here, as that gets clipped back, and he gets the header on, and it's cleared away. I'm not sure if that would have been on target or not. It was definitely not far away. Goalkeeper definitely wasn't getting to it. Free kick to Arsenal in a good spot. Pepe standing over it, of course, very good at these. And he goes over the bar, and woof, geez, that wasn't Pepe. That was someone else who stepped up ahead. And he has smacked the bar. A really good attempt there. Just cannot beat the white stuff. You got to be clearing it quicker than that. Martinez is on it here. Back into a good space. Lovely football from Arsenal, and they take a deserved lead. It's 1-0. Very, very poor so far today, and Arsenal have been all over us, and they've grabbed the goal they have very much deserved. Believe that's Torreira with it. It's nicely done. He cuts back, gets it into that space, and that extra pass there. What more can you say? But it's a good finish. Into the back of the net. Rui, no chance. And Arsenal take a 1-0 lead here on 41 minutes. Nicely done. Pepe on it here. And Pepe trying to give Arsenal another. And that gets clipped. And it's blocked away. And it's come in and it's saved. Or not saved. Jesus, I can't even speak. Lautaro Martinez with the goal. It's 2-0 to Arsenal. And just like that, we have a whole lot of work to do. Right at the start of the half. That got blocked here. And it falls right to a man. And that turn is really well done. I thought it got saved. It hit Rui in the hand. He could not keep it out. And this has been a nightmare. It's been a bit like the Stoke game. Except Arsenal have just been much better than we have. At least with Stoke, we were just even and some things didn't go our way. But we are being torn apart here by Arsenal. There's space here for Martinez to get onto this. Yes, of course there is. He tries to chip, and he succeeds. It's 3-0 to Arsenal. We are being trounced, and this does not happen very often, does it? Not with this current Watford team we've built. But Arsenal are making sure we're not winning anything today. Ugh, that's just dreadful. And then it runs right through the middle. No one gets near it, and it's a lovely little chip. I thought for a moment I bought Rui out quickly enough. I didn't. And Lautaro Martinez took care of the space. Took advantage of the space. It's 3-0 to Arsenal. Can we slip this through to Barco? We can. And Barco racing here, and he can get it through to Moise Kean. He tries to get it back to Barco and does. And here he is. Barco! He's missed it. We brought him on to change the game, and he almost did right off the bat. Oh, he's got to score that. We win that header. De La Vega does. Here's Barco back out to him. And De La Vega trying to race into space and does so well. Cuts back here. And De La Vega! Oh, it's blocked away. It's headed down. Grealish not headed to a player. I thought that was going to be headed into a better spot than that. And that gets touched in. Can we get that out? We can. Barco turns. Does so well, and he's pulled one back. Can we perform a mini miracle here through the powers of Ezekiel Barco? It's lovely football, and it's a good turn from Barco. Gets into that space as well. And he's just finished it off very well. Past Pickford. That's a nice little finish there from the Argentine. And we have 10 minutes. Could we possibly get a couple more? Nicely done. Here's Barco now racing with it. Heavy touch. But it's going to come here, and it's Moise Kean back inside. Can we get it to Barco? We can. Barco cuts it back inside, and it's a second. And Barco with another. Can he possibly find a third? Very well done. It's lovely football between Kean, him, and Grealish. And that's a lovely finish. The ball gets played into space. I thought for a moment he might be offside, but he touched it back onto his left foot and just slips it past Pickford. We've got 5 minutes. Is there a miracle here at the Emirates? A minute to go. Can we nick the ball back and do something with it here? De La Vega doing well. Here's Barco, and we can get it out wide. And there is an opportunity here as Grealish races forward. Cuts back. Finds Barco here. It's a good touch from Barco. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, no. Oh, he almost did it. He almost did it. Oh, a huge opportunity. That gets headed down. Arsenal going to hold on to this and just hold on to a win. Barco almost dragging us back from the dead on his own, but in the end, that's a big opportunity missed, but we didn't really deserve anything from that game the way it went. And Arsenal grabbed the 3 points. We'll see where that leaves us in the table. If City won their game, then, you know, we still got to roll here, or we still got some stuff to do, don't we? But it is what it is, unfortunately. Sar and Vinicius, their sprint speed can't get any higher up, which is pretty wild. But here we are, second leg of the semi-final. We can actually check and see what City done, though it's not that huge of a deal, considering it's not gonna, nothing can happen. The only thing even if they lost, we didn't win the league. So it's not really that huge of a deal, but we'll take a look anyway. It's probably good to check that out in the context of everything. Let's jump up, Premier League. And here we are, 6 points the gap. They did win. So, the only way we're winning the league next time is with a win. A win will keep it at 6. A win and City needs to drop points, so it's the same situation as last time. And that'll be the situation from here on out, I assume. But let's jump into it. Leg number 2 against Barcelona here. It was 1-0 last time out. And now we just... an away goal would be obviously massive. We'll bring Grealish onto the bench. De La Feu can come off as well. And Kent can come on. Well... yeah, Kent's a little bit fresher, so we'll do it around that way. But let's jump into this. Before I jump into this, once again, we're going to have to change Reguilon out. Reguilon can't play too many games in a row, unfortunately. Max Aarons can play. I don't want to really play Auger. We'll roll with Joe Gomez in the center of defense. Let's jump into this. An away goal would be huge here. Make it that Barcelona need to score 3, but there are no pushovers. They were very good first leg. We got to be awake. We got to be ready. Winner goes to the final. Nicely done. Max Aarons. Back inside here is Malia Sarr. Jonathan David. And he's racing forward here. Nicely clipped back inside. And Jonathan David races forward. He can get it through to Hernandez. And Hernandez with a huge opportunity. And he's actually hurt himself. And he's calling to be subbed off. And on the shot, he's still up by the goalkeeper. And Hernandez gets back in. That would be devastating for him to miss even a couple weeks at this stage in the season. As that gets in, and it's the Corre, it's 1. And we've gotten the away goal. A massive, massive goal. It's 2-0 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night here in Barcelona. And we have grabbed that away goal. Barcelona need to win outright on aggregate now. They need 3 from this position. That's a big old goal. Hernandez just coming back. He's done well to get that across. And Decore's just muscled off the midfielder there. I believe it's De Jong. He got to it first. And no chance whatsoever for Ter Stegen as he rockets that into the back of the net. Hernandez is hurt. That is a bit of a shame. We're going to move Jonathan David up front. I hope Hernandez is okay for the rest of the year. At the moment, we're in the FA Cup final, and if we can keep this up, a Champions League final, it'll be devastating for him to miss them both if we get there. Nicely played to start this half. Here's Grealish, who cuts back in. Holding on to it, can get it to Fabian, he can. And Fabian! Oh, it's just past the post. Oh, we're getting close. We've had a couple of really decent opportunities. Ever since our goal, Barca have kind of fallen off a little bit. And they've gone a little bit more direct, which doesn't really suit this type of team, I feel. But they're trying. But at the moment, we are getting the openings. Though one might come here for Barcelona as Griezmann pedals away, cuts back inside. I thought he was going to step into that space. Someone get in the frickin' way. Whew. Rui with the save. Barcelona almost grabbed one back. Here's Coutinho to step inside. Taking forever to find a ball in. It eventually comes, and it's headed down and eventually cleared. Fabian in space here. Grealish making a good run. And Grealish is racing away, trying to get away from Umtiti. He does. Slides it back. Fabian! It's game over. And we are going to the final here. 20 minutes to go. 2-0 on the night. 3-0 on aggregate. Barcelona need 4. And that's it. Grealish doing so well to make that run. He just waited for Fabian. And trademark Fabian goal right there. Smashes it on the run-in from midfield, from the penalty spot. No chance at a save for Ter Stegen. And we are on our way. Nicely done. Oh, really well done. He places it in a good spot. And Barca pull one back. It's 2-1 on the day. 3-1 on aggregate. They still need 3 goals in the last 13 minutes. But now the crowd are up. It's nicely played as we were kind of just trying to find space. And that extra little stutter did the trick. He gets away from Gomez. Can't quite get there in time, and he's just smashed it past Rui Dembele with the goal. It's 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. 10 minutes to go still. A minute to go here as we are going to find ourselves in the final. Barcelona knocked out. And we have another chance, don't we? To extend I don't even know what to say. We still have a chance at a quadruple. We are in 2 finals. We are very close to the Premier League as well. 6 points ahead with 3 games to go. How incredible is that in our last year to get the quadruple? That would be absolutely unbelievable. And we're on the verge. We are definitely on the verge. We'll see if we get Atletico Madrid or Dortmund in that final. Atletico Madrid currently very much the team to look at, as Hernandez is going to be out 3 weeks. I knew that wasn't going to be nice when I saw it. It's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? But 3 weeks, he should be back for the finals. Let's see. From where we are, 1, 2... He may be back for Atletico, but doesn't look like he will be back for United, and that is an absolute shame. But let's jump into this. Oh, that is a shame. Hernandez. Who do we bring on? Moise Kean, Jonathan. I think we're going to go with Jonathan David up front for the moment. He's just been too good. Too good for us. Moise Kean is very good as well, but Jonathan David has that little bit of pace. So let's jump into this Wolves game. A win and drop points by... what are we going to do here? A win and drop points by Manchester City means we will carry the title right here, right now. So let's jump into it. Watford Wolves. Let's go. Oh, nicely played here. Cunha's on it. Cuts inside nicely. Turns. Oh, that's a really good turn, and what a save. That would have been dreadful to go down so early. We have not been good in the Premier League as of late, and we're trying to seal. We're kind of trying to back into this title for the moment, for the way we're playing in this league, form-wise, and that would have been a very bad start there, but Rui comes to our rescue. Paulinho. As well, the cutback inside finds a good ball across, and he's hit the post. We have... I don't know what's going on in the Premier League, but it's not been good enough. But that ball forward to Sarr is brilliant. And Sarr can get it inside to Ziyech. And Ziyech turns. He's going to go for goal, and it's blocked away. Ziyech finds Jonathan David. Oh, I thought we could play it right back to him, but he comes to Ziyech again. And oh, he's forced a good save out of Patricio. A really good hit from Ziyech. Got some pace on that, but couldn't quite find the back of the net. Patricio with a good save. We're moving the ball around nicely. Back inside, and Decore goes, and he forces a decent save out of Patricio as well. Waking up a little bit here. We're getting into it just a touch. As we look for the opening goal, Vinicius Gomez. We play it through to Vinicius. Not quite. Free kick. Dangerous spot. Militao on it here. Fabian with a good turn. Fabian looking for something. He's going to go himself. It's blocked. It comes to Ziyech. One more to Sarr. Oh, it's a great hit. And with the deflection, takes it out of play for a corner. Why Patricio let that go, I will not know. But it goes away, and it's forced out. It's a half hour gone as well. We're moving the ball around, though, here. And it's Ziyech! Oh, it's just past the post. Oh, it's a good save, I guess. Patricio got a touch onto it, seemingly. Oh, good attempt, though. And that's cut down. And he turns. Vinicius! Oh, it's just past the post again. We're getting so close after Wolves started off so well. We've definitely taken control. Out wide is Sarr. Plenty of space for him. Can he get by? He looks like he's going to, and he's racing away here. He does get away. Can he slip it back into the middle? He can. It's a good turn. It's a good finish. It's 1-0 here, and we've taken the lead. Jonathan David with the goal. And that's a good finish. It's a good turn inside here, and he finds it across. And that's a good finish. I thought for a moment that might have gotten deflected that way, but he's just finished it that way, hasn't he? Just fooled the goalkeeper. Looked like he would go wide. Had to go inside because the defender there would have blocked it going out wide. A good decision, and it ends up in a goal. And just before halftime, we've taken the lead, 1-0. Decore, he's on it. He's racing away with it. Decore does well. Slipped inside. Jonathan David. Can we get it out there? We can. And Fabian. Can he add another? Oh, it's a great goal. It's a lovely finish from our £100 million man, Fabian, in midfield. It's 2-0 on the hour mark. And we are on our way to a massive 3 points. If City drop points, remember, we could win the league right here, right now. And that's a huge goal in terms of setting ourselves up to get the 3 points from this game. A 2-0 lead, a lovely finish from Fabian, and it's 2-0. Can't quite get a touch onto it. It's clipped in. Oh, it's headed back to a bad space, and wow, he has smashed that against the post. That is some attempt. A bit unlucky that didn't go in. What a hit. Nicely done. One more. Decore. He's racing into space. Back out there, Barco. And Barco looking to get away. And Barco does well to get to the byline. Slips it across. 3. This game over here. And we've put ourselves in position to win this title. If City win today, We're going to need 1 point from the final 2 games to wrap up the title. If they haven't won today, we've won it today. It's brilliantly done. Moise Keane with the tap in. Barco once again. Who else? Who else is going to come up so big, cause so many problems for defenses? It has to be Ezekiel Barco. I'm going to miss him as we race forward, and Barco's going to get onto this again. And then he's going to lose it. Shame, shame, shame. But unbelievably well done from the Argentine. What a signing. I believe that happened our first year, Barco. But we've won the game. They're not wildly celebrating or anything like that, which means City have won their game or they haven't played yet. One of the two. As we dispatch of Wolves. Manchester City, yeah, they're not on there. So technically we could win it without being on the pitch, which would be a bit of a shame. And we're going to jump forward and see if it's happened. It has not. Okay. I'm kind of glad that hasn't happened. I'd like to win it on the pitch. As all right, 2 games to go. We just need a point from our final 2 games. And our final 2 games being Brighton at home and then Manchester City at home. Both at home. We'll be able to lift the trophy at Vicarage Road, and that'll come next episode. So what's going to happen here for the rest of this series? This is episode 95. Yeah, so 96 will be Brighton and City, and then 97 will be United, 98 will be Atletico, 99 will be a kind of review of everything and a review of the whole series and everything like that. And episode 100 will be 5 years in the future, and we'll see. I'm going to resign from the Watford Post and see what happens to Watford in the future, guys. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks, of course, have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, and peace.